Hi everyone, I'm Isabella. We're making this video for the event to answer some of the questions that you guys had about the New Orleans Vampiric Masquerade Court of the Dark Fae. First of all, we are so happy with the response. Right now I believe we're sitting at 13,000 people interested on Facebook, which is amazing. The response has been absolutely astounding and we're just so excited to be doing this event with you guys. Some of you had really poignant questions, which I thought were really good. So I wanted to make sure that today we answer those questions for you. And also, so that if you're coming to the event, you have an idea of what to expect. If it's a first time coming in, kind of, especially if it's first time coming to New Orleans, a bit about the city, good hotels to stay at, etc. So, the first thing I think we should talk about, and the most popular question has been costumes. What should I wear? Where do I buy a dress for this event? Our dress code is very strict, and there's a reason for that. We want this to be a fantasy event, and New Orleans is a very dark and fantastic city, so we want you as our guests to be in an immersive experience, and part of that is being in character, being in costume. So costume is very important if you're coming into this. As you know, the theme is the Court of the Dark Fae, and obviously with the tone of a Vampiric Masquerade, it's going to be a lot of dark colours. You'll see a lot of blacks and greys and fairy wings and contact lenses and long ball gowns. For things that we don't allow, and we're super strict about this, is no baseball caps, no jeans, no t-shirt, no casual wear off the street will be allowed. And if you do show up at the venue in casual attire, you will be asked to either change and come back or leave. And I do think that's important for you as guests, that everyone gets that experience. It's important. There's different things you can do. Accessories right here. I have this beautiful dark rose wreath, but you can see just that alone, it makes a huge amount of difference. So putting thought into your accessories, whether it's headdresses, shoes, they really do make a difference. For places that you can go to buy these things, I highly suggest Etsy. There is actually, in the thread below, you'll see on another post, there's a whole listing of different places you can buy gowns. One has a list of amazing shops on Etsy, and it has places like the English Costume Company, which do amazing Marie Antoinette style ball gowns, and kind of Tudor style gowns as well. And you can do it from any period. You could do Regency, so think Jane Austen would be perfectly acceptable as well. Victorian bustle gowns, even like some of the prom dresses are really well made these days. So if you go down, you can see a list. There's also a second list of Amazon for those of you who are on a budget and looking for more affordable gown, but still has the look, that kind of grandiose look of the ball gown. There's a whole list just for you guys of the more affordable ones. The other main question people are asking is, will this event sell out? Do I need to get my tickets? The answer is yes. It is close to selling out now, and I will tell you guys that. So you're better off grabbing your tickets now versus later, because it is coming close to it. We weren't expecting the response, and we're incredibly pleased with it. So it doesn't really hurt to plan in advance or get your tickets in advance. Likewise, people are asking, where do I stay in New Orleans? Just around, and in fact I will be making a post purely just of hotels that are local and close by. But there's the Chateau, which is a hotel just around the corner. There's another hotel called, literally, I'm not joking, the Haunted Hotel Nola. There's the Omni Royale. There's the Hotel Montalone, which is famous because it has a beautiful carousel bar which rotates inside that you can visit. That place is just good for drinks if you want something to do in the city. There's a Cornstalk Mansion. There's a bunch of really good places to stay with options. Again, just like with the tickets, I'd say it's better to book your hotel now in advance, because Halloween is such a fantastic time to be in the city. So many people make their plans in advance, and hotels do book quickly. So if you are planning to come, buy your tickets first event, and then go ahead and get yourself a hotel that's nearby. The other questions, we did have someone, and we had actually a couple of people ask about disability and if there was access. I have checked with the venue. The main part of the building is not accessible, which I think is really unfortunate. However, they did say the courtyard is accessible. So I think there were 4 different people who had messaged me. If you messaged me about that and you're still interested in coming, I will be more than happy to compensate you and give you free tickets so that you can at least have access to the courtyard, which I think is super important. There are 2 different areas for everyone else to know. There's general admission, and general admission tickets were an early bird, $60. They have now sold. The early bird is sold out because we are coming close to the whole venue being sold out. The early bird is $100 and VIP is $200. What do you get with these 2 ticket prices is a super important question. One, if you're getting GA, you get access to the main building, the vendor room. Someone else had asked if they're going to be vendors. Yes, there will be vendors having beautiful costumes and jewelry and things for you to shop while you're there and enjoy. But it also gets you access to the courtyard, where we will be having DJs earlier in the evening, and then later we are going to be having a string quartet. So it will have more of that historical masquerade feel with the classical music and the ball gowns. It will have, a very traditional feel to it, which I think will be really nice. That does include complimentary glass of champagne. The VIP ticket includes access to all of the above, so you still get access to a vendor room and the main room, obviously, but you also get access to a whole different area, which are the VIP gardens, it's just a great photo opportunity. For one thing, we are calling the glittering gardens, just to fit in with that whole dark fae theme, which I think will be really cool. And there also is going to be a fashion show with Angela, who runs, she's also known as Mistress Fog, so you will be able to enjoy that fashion show as well, which will be taking place in the gardens. And it's very maze-like. If you've seen The Shining, which takes place at Stanley Hotel, they have that beautiful maze. There's a little bit of a maze in the front part of the garden, which is really nice for that venue. So I would highly suggest, I think, VIP is worth it. It includes bottomless champagne on that ticket, so you can drink as much champagne as you want on that, which is, I think, really beneficial for the VIP. Also, we will be making sure there's seating as well, so that people can sit down and enjoy themselves, and decor as well to fit the theme, so that you get that atmosphere. And the other most important question, of course, is, what do I expect? This is the first time, coming to this event, what should I expect coming into it? And I always say, imagine that you're walking into a fantasy, that you're stepping out of reality for one evening and you're going into this kind of immersive, playful fantasy world where everyone is gorgeously dressed in these beautiful ball gowns. It's very Cinderella-like in some ways. And just having the performers, we will have ambient performers, what we call roving performers, and people kind of in role play to interact with you as well, which I think will be really cool. So if you are interested, and I hope this has answered at least some of the questions, I know there's a bunch, and we are planning on making a second video. This will not just be the third, so make sure you stay tuned and be sure to grab your tickets in advance because they are going quickly. And we cannot wait to have you in New Orleans and to have you at this fantasy event. And we genuinely hope that you enjoy it and join us. Take care.